Wayne Gretzky's role in betting advertisements has become a significant point of controversy. Gretzky has taken a prominent role in BetMGM advertising campaigns, appearing in television, online, and billboard advertisements across North America. Critics argue that these advertisements normalize gambling behavior. They point out that his status as the Great One gives these ads particular influence. The concern is especially focused on his influence over young hockey fans who idolize Gretzky. Studies from the Canadian Centre on Substance Use and Addiction indicate that between 3 and 4% of Canadian adults struggle with problem gambling. Young adults are particularly vulnerable, with 1 in 5 facing a higher risk of developing gambling-related issues. Critics argue that celebrity endorsements can exacerbate these problems. Young hockey fans who idolize Gretzky are particularly susceptible to the influence of his betting endorsements. Psychologists and addiction specialists have expressed concern that these endorsements potentially contribute to the normalization of gambling behavior among impressionable young fans. This controversy highlights the tension between celebrity endorsement opportunities and the social responsibility expected from national icons like Gretzky. Section 3. Financial motivations. Reports suggest Gretzky is being paid millions for these endorsements. This has led to accusations of greed. Many Canadians feel betrayed that someone who benefited so much from Canadian support throughout his career would prioritize personal profit over social responsibility. Financial analysts estimate these endorsement deals to be worth several $million annually. This perceived financial focus has become a central point in the controversy. Gretzky's politics have created another area of controversy. Gretzky has faced criticism for his support of conservative politicians, including his friendship with former Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper. This public alignment with conservative figures has created a divide among Canadian fans who hold different political views. When sports figures make political endorsements, it can significantly impact their public image and relationship with fans. Gretzky's associations with American political figures have further complicated his image, especially for Canadian fans who feel these connections cross national loyalties. These political controversies have contributed to a perception that has particularly affected Gretzky's relationship with his home country. Many Canadians have expressed frustration with Gretzky's perceived abandonment of his home country. After retiring as a player, Gretzky has spent the majority of his career in the United States. From 2005 to 2009, he served as head coach and co-owner of the Phoenix Coyotes. Later, from 2016 to 2022, he held an executive position with the Los Angeles Kings. Only recently, in 2021, did he return to Canada as a partner and vice chair with the Edmonton Oilers. This has led to criticism from many Canadians who feel he turned his back on the country that launched his career. Since retiring as a player, Gretzky has spent approximately 75% of his time in the United States, versus only 25% in Canada. Many fans ask why Gretzky didn't choose to contribute more directly to Canadian hockey's development, especially given his iconic status in the country. This perceived abandonment contrasts sharply with how other Canadian icons have maintained their connections to home. Social media and traditional news outlets have magnified controversies surrounding Gretzky. What began as isolated complaints has evolved into a broader narrative questioning his legacy. This has created a snowball effect, where criticism of Gretzky has become more acceptable and widespread. The media has played a crucial role in this transformation, connecting isolated incidents into perceived patterns. The criticism of Wayne Gretzky reveals a distinct generational divide among Canadian fans. Older Canadians who witnessed Gretzky's playing career firsthand often remain loyal to the Great One. In contrast, younger generations who know him primarily as a celebrity and businessman tend to view his recent choices more critically. Survey data shows that approval ratings for Gretzky differ significantly by age group. Those over 60 show the highest loyalty at 85% favorable, while only 40% of fans under 30 maintain a strongly positive view. This divide highlights how personal experience and historical context shape fans' willingness to accept Gretzky's evolution from player to business figure. The generational lens through which fans view Gretzky significantly impacts their judgment of his current choices and public image. Shifting to a more balanced perspective on Wayne Gretzky. Not all Canadians share negative views about Wayne Gretzky. Many defend his decisions and see a more balanced picture of his legacy. Many supporters defend Gretzky's right to make business decisions, just like any other professional. They point to his continued charitable work in both the United States and Canada, and emphasize his undeniable contributions to Canadian hockey and culture that span decades. These supporters argue that recent criticisms are overblown and fail to consider his complete legacy. When weighing his overall impact on Canadian sports and culture, many believe his positive contributions far outweigh recent controversies. Let's transition to our next section. Wayne Gretzky's legacy in hockey is defined by two distinct realities. First, his on-ice achievements remain unparalleled in the sport's history. With 894 goals, nearly 2,000 assists, and his iconic 99 jersey retired league-wide, his statistical legacy is secure. However, his status as a beloved national figure in Canada has been complicated by recent controversies. The public perception of the Great One is now more nuanced than at any point during his playing career. This creates a complex legacy where Canadians must reconcile the sporting legend with the public figure who has made choices that some find controversial. As one sports historian noted, even legendary status cannot completely shield public figures from scrutiny. The ongoing reevaluation of Gretzky's public image demonstrates that even the greatest sports icons can face significant public backlash when their actions don't align with public expectations.